What's up, guys? Have we got a cool knife to talk about today? This is a knife I've been wanting to check out for a while. Now, I've handled a Zebas before once, and I think it was the Mini, the S5 Mini, which I do have also. I don't have it here on the table. That's going to be another video. But Alex from Alex's Knife Box, link to his channel down below, lent me this one when I saw him at the California Custom Knife Show about a week or so ago at the time of filming. And, well, maybe it was 2 weeks ago now. I don't know. Time flies and does crazy things in 2020. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so this is the Zeba S5. This is a collaboration between Jason Knight from Fortune Fires, where a lot of people know him from, and as just a master knife maker and whatnot. Collaboration between Jason Knight and Michael Zieba. This is not a small knife. Now, it's not huge in the realm of knives in my collection, but it's not small by any means. It comes in a really cool box, Zieba. Just foam, egg carton type foam. But what I thought was very cool is it comes with the tool to take it apart. Came with a microfiber cloth, and it came with this very cool lanyard with a very cool bead. And I believe, Alex can chime in, but I believe this all came together with the knife, and that this is not something Alex sourced separately. I could be wrong on that. It was in the box, and I forgot to clarify that with Alex, but I'm sure Alex will chime in. Another cool thing is that it is a Torx that fits not only the pivot, but also the body screws. So one tool will take everything apart. It actually also fits the lock bar insert. Bolt, hardware, screw, whatever you want to call it. So I thought that's cool. A lot of places, most of the time, I don't know about most of the time, more often than not, the pivot is a different size than the body screws. Okay, so I like the fact that this all uses one tool and away you go. I did not take it apart, so I don't know if that's free spinning pivot and you need to have another tool to back it up. I don't know. Alex will chime in, I'm sure. So, closed length is just a hair over 5¼ inches. Overall length is just a hair over 9¼ inches. Blade is just a hair under 4 inches from the tip here, from the tip of the scale to the tip of the blade. The edge on this is 3.9 inches. I believe this is M390. Alex will correct me. I should have asked Alex all these questions before, but here we are. It's how it goes, guys. Blade thickness is 0.159. Overall thickness, it's heavily contoured. It kind of, let's see if I can get a good look at that here. Hold the blade. See, it's skinnier here, it swells up in the middle, swells back down, swells up a little bit. At its widest point here, minus the clip, is 0.76 inches. So it's it's rather large in that dimension, but feels way smaller. It weighs in overall at 8.3 ounces and runs on bearings. Super great, smooth, crisp flip. Feels really good in the hand. Where the scale swells out here, fits naturally between my fingers, fills the palm nicely. No real hot spots to talk about. I can feel the clip, but the clip really fits nicely in the hand. Overall, I mean, you guys know I love a recurve blade, so let's zoom in. Just a heavy stonewash, which is really nice. Not a lot of branding. He's got the Zieba logo there. Nice kind of greened patina look. The clip just kind of disappears almost in the look. It doesn't look out of place. It works really well. And then Jason Knight's logo on the back. That's it. Now the backspacer is very cool. It's got 5 skulls. And there's a 6th one there. And then on the inside, and let's see if we can show it here. So it's heavily skeletonized to help reduce weight, but then they've put in some inlays of, yeah, you guessed it, more skulls. It's really hard to tell, but those are more skulls inside of both the lock side and the show side. And you can see it's kind of tarnishing green and whatnot, which I think is just great. It's matching the knife really well. I think it's awesome. I just, yeah. Now there is one aesthetic thing to me that is odd. And that's the fuller groove here. It kind of, it points down, doesn't kind of, it literally points down while the blade is swooping up. So for me, that's just, it's my OCD starts to kind of come out. I get a little tick, right? Okay, it's not that bad, but it is one of my OCD things that it just looks to me visually wrong, so to speak. But that's totally my personal issues. And trust me, I've got some. I understand that. The other little issue that I have is that the lock bar is very strong. I can do it with one hand, but it is very heavy lock bar. The detent is nice. And it's comfortable. The detent is pretty. It's a strong detent, and it's a strong lock bar. If it was me personally, I would want those two lightened up slightly. The detent probably is fine realistically, but the lock bar is just a little bit tight. But again, every knife is a little bit different, right? So let's do a couple size comparisons here and get the old Sharpie out. I'm going to have to bring out some big boys on this one, I think, but we'll see here. So here's the Sharpie and the Delica because, well, that's what we do. Spyderco Delica. And while we're talking about this, thanks, Alex, for loaning this in. And please go check out Alex's channel below. He has a great channel. He does a lot more editing, and he's got a cool intro and a little, some music, and, he kind of is way more tech savvy on this stuff than I am, apparently. I'm way more just kind of, I film it once. This is the Hellraiser. I just film once. I don't start and stop over. I don't re-edit. All my editing is I film on my iPhone. I export it through iMovie to turn it into something I can put up on YouTube, and that's it. So it is. Oh man, I think the 523. No, let me line these up a little bit better. The 523 is maybe an eighth of an inch longer overall. Handle sizes are about the same. They look like the blade. So this is a pretty good comparison. Roughly the same size handle in height, if I remember right, without measuring. Very similar handle thicknesses. This is a pretty good comparison size-wise. Based on knowing both of those knives, I would say that the Zieba is a little bit more hard use than the 523. So here's the Steelcraft Todd Big Field Marshal. It's just a mouthful. Which again is basically the exact same size, different shape, and the Zieba certainly fills the hand better than the Field Marshal. And I don't know. I think it's hard to pick. I can't pick a winner between those two. And I'm not picking a winner over the 523 either. But I think they're all great knives. And at some point, I would like to add a Zieba to my collection. I don't think Alex is looking to sell. I don't know that I'm looking to buy right now because, well, that's a whole different video. But we'll have a topic video soon on collecting and budgeting and what you spend in your collections and how you justify it, how you rationalize it, how do you save for it, things like that. But that's coming soon. So stay tuned for that. But there you go. This is the Zeba S5. I will have the S5 Mini out in a few days after this video goes live. So let me know if you have any questions down below. I'm sure Alex will chime in to fill in any details I didn't do. Please go check out and subscribe to his channel. And if you haven't already, there should be a button somewhere over here to one-click subscribe to me as well if you haven't already done that, because getting close to that 2,000 mark, I'm at like 1970, kind of goes up and down every few days. So shooting for that 2,000, of course, and onwards and upwards to, wherever it's going to go. So I appreciate all of the support. So have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow on the next video.